Hey guys, welcome to Visions2V here. I might look familiar to some of you guys, but for those of you wondering, who the hell is this guy? I'm just gonna introduce myself real quick. I go by the name of Kais, better known as Brian. And for the most part, I'm gonna be behind the scenes filming, but I will also be doing some of these contents down the line. So if you guys do find this interesting, also let us know in the comments so I know what to have a better idea of what to film in the coming future. And by the way, if I am also just looking down, I am looking down at my notes, so I am aware of where I'm at and I don't lose track of my thoughts. But us being here, we do consider us at Visions2V here to be a brotherhood. And growing up, I never had a brother myself. I never had an older brother. So there's a lot of things I went through personally that I wish I could have avoided, but it also did make me the person I am today. But hopefully I will be able to let you guys know some of the things I learned growing up so that you guys can avoid making some of these mistakes and leveling up faster. If you guys also do find these points interesting in the future, I might go more in depth and talk more about these subjects. Just make it like a whole, like one video, but we're just gonna jump right into it. 5 points, here we go. So first point, number one, the first point is focusing on yourself. Growing up, I was a swim instructor. Keep the racist side jokes to yourself, because I can swim. But growing up, I was a swimming instructor, so I would always tell my students, don't focus on the other person next to you in the swimming lane, focus on yourself. Because you're not beating, and essentially you're not trying to beat their own personal time also too. You're racing against yourself. So you always want to make sure to keep your focus on you. The second you start comparing yourself to others, what you've accomplished in regards to other people too, you're already moving away from your center. So number one is to focus on yourself. The way you're able to see also if you've done any growth is comparing yourself to the person you were yesterday, a week from there, a month from there, and if you see any improvement, then you'll be able to tell that there's been growth. If not, that's when you want to start doing self-assessment and being able to see what you would like to do to improve on yourself, to be able to navigate what way you want to go to. So my second point also is health is wealth. You want to start paying attention to your diet, what you put into your body. You want to focus more on consuming whole food. Whole food also, if we do look at your body being as a vehicle, the younger you start doing maintenance on your body, the more you'll be able to have to get out of your body also too. So rather than ingesting all that fast food, junk food, processed food, you want to start looking at whole food, greens, fruits, all that good stuff, to give more fuel to your body also too. You want to start working out or doing any type of physical activity also the younger you are, so that you'll be able to get more out of your body. Which brings us to our third point, wealth. Obviously, we want to be wealthy here. We want to have a lot of money and not have to focus on where is, the next check is going to come from, living paycheck to paycheck. So you want to start building your credit score up. So start building your credit, start looking at your monthly expenses also too, and seeing what you spend, what amount of money you spend most during the month. And then from there you can start assessing what's important and what isn't important. Probably switch, for example, a Netflix subscription to for example, like a Gumroad subscription. Online education. You always want to be trying to learn new things essentially, or applying new knowledge to yourself, because the second you're not learning or applying anything new to yourself, that's when you stop your growth. And they say when you stop growing is when you start dying. Number 4, you want to try being more grateful for what you have. So practicing gratitude. Tomorrow's never promised, honestly, too. So you want to start giving thanks to small things, because we look at these things as, it's going to be there every single day. So we don't really truly realize how grateful we are to have these things. Do I have a roof over my head? Yes. Am I being nourished daily? Do I have food in my stomach? Do I have a bed to sleep on? Once you start looking at the little things, you'll realize how truly blessed you are, and it lets you see the whole gifts you have around you. And from there, once you start paying attention to the small things you have, being grateful for what you have, you'll notice you'll be in a lot more like a positive mindset. You'll be way more grateful. You'll be able to talk with people without being in a negative mindset, which will affect how you communicate with others. Just start really paying attention to what you already have, because you truly are already blessed in more ways than you can already know. Number 5, it brings us to being self-sufficient. So you want to practice being self-sufficient. In most cases, I'd assume most of you guys are living with your parents, but that does not excuse you for not taking care of yourself. So if you're still living with your parents, you'd want to clean after yourself. So do the dishes after what you've used, obviously. Start doing your own laundry. Start cooking for yourself also too. Obviously it's easier when you have mom at home, she's already cooking for you, but you want to practice doing all of these things and being self-sufficient, because then it'll just make it easier for you once you move out. You won't have to be calling your mom every single weekend or day asking her, hey, how'd you make this recipe? How do I avoid shrinking my clothes or bleaching them, essentially? You just want to make sure that you're ahead of your program, so that once you do start moving out, that transition to living by yourself will be a lot easier. But that brings us to our end point. So if you guys find these tips interesting, if you know anybody who'd be able to benefit from this, feel free to share. The more the merrier. Obviously, I'm young myself, I'm pretty young myself, so I don't have everything figured out. But this is just all about self-assessment, you know? Being able to look at where we're at in life and being able to see where we're at. Because a man who doesn't know his past doesn't know where he's heading. So you want to look at the things you've done to be able to see the path you want to take. And the younger you start doing these things, the more you'll be able to navigate your life to head in the direction you want to go. But that brings us to our end point here. If you guys like this video, leave a like below. Let us know so that we can, well, at least I personally know more of an idea of what you guys want to see in the future. Leave a comment also below to let us know if there's anything you guys have applied from this video that you noticed has had a positive effect on your life. And we'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.